When I began working with technology, one of the first lessons I learned was about the basics of troubleshooting. The mantra was always start with a physical layer. Is it plugged in? Is the power switched on? Is the breaker thrown? I didn't realize it at the time, but that was my introduction to the OSI reference model. More details on that in a moment. Technical skills solve problems, but people skills build careers. Compassionate Geek Online on-demand training empowers IT teams to be easy to work with and create positive customer experiences. That means fewer conflicts, happier users, and a more successful IT team. Give your team the skills they need on their schedule. Visit CompassionateGeek.com to get started today. There's a link to the course in the notes below. The physical layer is layer 1 of the 7-layer OSI reference model that describes the flow of datagrams across a network. Always start your troubleshooting at layer 1, the physical layer. Even my wife Janet, a non-technical person, understands this fundamental rule of troubleshooting. The problem is that sometimes we forget the fundamentals, don't we? We start troubleshooting by looking at various aspects of a configuration without checking to see if it's plugged in, turned on, or if the breaker is thrown. I use a WordPress plugin called LearnDash on the Compassionate Geek website. It provides the learning management system we use for our courses. Recently, the site manager's reporting functions quit working. I did a quick audit to see if I could figure out what was wrong. Everything seemed to be configured properly, so I opened a support ticket with the developer, normally a source of excellent customer service. We exchanged multiple emails over several weeks with no resolution. Now, this was not an urgent matter, but it was and is important. So I kept bird-dogging it myself to see if I could see something that the support techs were missing. Finally, in an obscure corner of the plugin settings, I found, you guessed it, an on-off switch in the off position. I can't imagine that I turned it off, but regardless, it was off. I turned it on and all the reporting functions were restored. If the support technician at LearnDash had followed troubleshooting rule number 1, it would have saved both of us a lot of time and frustration. They could have started the troubleshooting process by asking if that hidden on-off switch was in the proper position. They didn't ask that, and instead we went through multiple rounds of email exchanges, even involving someone in their business office. It was frustrating for me, the customer, and probably for the support tech too. In IT, it's easy to get caught up in the complexity of our work, but complexity shouldn't distract us from simplicity. The basics matter. They always have, and they always will. So the next time you're knee-deep in logs, configs, and packet captures, take a step back. Ask the obvious questions. Check the basics. Because sometimes the smartest thing you can do is the simplest. And never forget troubleshooting rule number 1, always start with the physical layer. Be sure to press the thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel. Want more? You'll find tips and training on IT customer service, teamwork, and leadership at CompassionateGeek.com.